Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Innkeeper, and today we're going to be playing some Timber and Stone, the Land of Islay Season 3. Last episode we were constructing, molding, creating our lovely market square right here. We have done a little bit of work on a weird monument. It's just there. It's just people can sit on it and chill out, that kind of thing. It's not really meant to mean much, other than of course the glorious leader Islay, who rules, well I would say rules, but definitely is, okay, yeah, she rules over the land. I'm not gonna lie, she's doing a good job at it. No one's really sad. Look at it. She offers so much beauty to a world that would otherwise be just extinguished in flame and fire by the necromantic lords. Which is pretty fantastic. Well, that's not fantastic. That's actually pretty bad. Still, let's go on. Yes, so we're gonna continue building the market in the next, well, today's session. We've still got quite a lot left to do. We've done most of the sort of formation. This is generally the formation, there was another word I was going for right there, of the market square right here, followed by the little sort of more higher tier level, which is basically just going to be the same stalls anyway, but maybe a little bit more orderly. Might need to put a house around here as well. Maybe. No, I think we're fine. This bit, though, I'm not too sure what to do right here. Possibly a fountain. We've already got a well over here, and even then a fountain doesn't really work out because we can't really manipulate water in the way I would like. So probably not, but we'll find out. That's something we can definitely do. Maybe it could just be more market stalls, to be honest. Pretty much whatever our heart's desires by the time we start building on it. Let's take a breath for a minute there. Ooh, okay. There we are. Fantastic. Take a drink of water. I was talking just non-stop there. Needed to take a breath. We do need to work on this little stool right here, because there's still a little bit of work that needs to be done. We need to go get some scaffolding, connect it up to the top right here, just so we can finish it off. We'll just do one side, and they should be able to get the rest of that done. I'm worried that this bit of sort of stool right here is going to look kind of odd. I think this little corner could probably be pushed in a little bit more. That might help it out somewhat, but I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. I mean, it's okay. I can live with it. There's just something weirdly square about it that I kind of don't like that much. We also need to probably make ourselves some more of these wagons as well, followed by, I mean, we could probably have another one of these little camps. Why does the game feel like it's paused? I mean, there's no sound, which is probably why I feel like the game is paused. I think I saw some goblins while I was doing my little scouting earlier. Well, whilst I was doing a little bit of scouting earlier. Looks like there was one over here by the forest. How much wood do we have right now? We have an okay amount. It's not really going to do the job, though, for where we have to construct more houses, and the town hall, in fact, which hopefully will be in the next session, because we should be able to get most of the market stuff done in today's session, followed by maybe a house there, here and there, if we've got enough time. We probably won't have enough time. I never really do whenever I say that. Oh, don't worry, guys. We're going to do this, that, and the other. If we finish it, we never finish it. We're barely even there. Looks like there's a marauder as well, Marauder Island. The only islands, the only place in our world where we can actually get sand easily without going into the water. So there we are. Something to note down right there. Weird, actually, how sand is just, it's quite a nice texture. It really is. You never know. There we go. Anyway, you never know. Wait, that was really random. You never know. Yeah, it's a really nice texture. You never know. Right. Let's see. So, I kind of feel like making another one of these camps, to be honest with you. Having it over here feels like a good idea. Maybe two of them. Yeah, we could definitely get two of them done. Followed by right here having another market stall. Maybe another one right next to it as well. And then a stall right here. Or a wagon. I feel like another wagon could go here. But, because this entrance exists, I feel like we could probably destroy this a little bit and have it be another dirt pathway. In fact, I might just do that right now. Mer's right next to me right now, so he's just chilling out doing his own thing. Let's see. This is dirt, grass. I purposefully took him out of the secret room so he can actually get a little bit, you know, he'd be a little bit more social. Hang out. You know, Merv? You like hanging out, don't you, buddy? He was hanging out this morning. But oh, as soon as I start recording, you'll run away. Oh, pretty parrot. Anyway. Alright, so they've been up here now. I think we really do need to add a little bit more of the mossy plaster right here. I forgot what we were using. Mossy plaster. And just sort of doing that, I feel, is a good idea. Just to get rid of a little bit more of the top. Maybe like this. And then I actually don't think we need to go up by one more, because we don't really do that with these. So We should be okay. Actually, we kind of do. Okay, wait, stop. We do that. We do that quite a lot, actually. We are going to be using the sort of mossy plaster right here for the other sort of camping areas, just because it makes a lot of sense to me. It's a nice looking block. Let's make sure we were using the right one. It looks like it, yeah. Okay, so what did we do right here? It looks like we used some full timber, which I guess we should do right now. So, full timber, probably without the trim, looks like it. Yep, trimless. And it looks like we went into the floor by one. So if we do that on... Let's see, if we have one right here... How far back does that go from the corner there? One, okay, so that's good. So we can have one right there. And I think this is about this wide. Is it that wide? Yeah, because mine's there, that's the other bit. That's the middle. No, it's not, okay. It's actually a little bit further apart than that. Around about here, because these are the bits that go in the floor. Then this is the bar. Then... Okay, wait. I think I was right the first time. Let's see how far away. 5 across. I think this is 7 across. Okay, yeah. A bit far away, actually. These are a lot larger than I was actually anticipating. So if we go... From here, okay. Really doesn't feel like it should be this large, to be honest. I'm going to pause this for the time being. This doesn't feel right at all. Okay, wait. Let's go back to the mossy plaster. Let's just do this. Okay, it's actually fine. There we go. It just looked... I understood the fact that we weren't putting the bars on these bits. It's just it felt out of place. But it looks like it's actually fine. So there we are. Just double checking. We'll make sure to get rid of these ones as well so we can put the mossy plaster. I mean the full timber on there instead. There we are. And the back of it as well, I believe, has the timbered brick. No, full timber. Which makes more sense. I'm not sure why it would be timbered brick. Just to cover the back a little bit more so they can go in from the front. We're going to leave a bed hanging outside of it as well, just because it looks kind of cool. So there we are. We'll go back to the trimless full timber as well. Plonk that right there. We're going to do another one right here as well. So if we just remove... Let's see, probably... Do we want to do that piece? Yeah, we could do that. Make sure it's 7 across. That's actually is too far. Let's do it around about here instead. So 7, one right there, one right here. There we go. That should be okay. And then we go back to the mossy. And it doesn't seem like it takes up too much space, so it should be okay. Oh, okay, stop. I thought I clicked trimless. Okay, maybe, apparently not. I'm having a bad day, apparently. This isn't going well. Right, let's cut this all up. It's a trimless. There we go. Good job, Innkeeper. Good job. You're doing a builder's work. Quite literally. Alright, so we got to do this side as well. No, not the bottom bit. There we go. Just making sure they're doing a good job. This little side right here as well. Hopefully no one gets stuck in there. They shouldn't do. I think they're missing a few bits here as well. If someone could just get rid of those, that'd be fantastic. There we go. It looks like they're probably going to take a little while. So if we just go to the trimless, put one right there, some copper right there. We could probably grab it if I was lazy. Well, if I wasn't lazy, but I am pretty lazy, so we're not going to do that. Where should the campfire go? Probably around about here. It's a nice spot for it. There we are. I always like doing these sort of little areas that aren't... I'm not going to say they're important, because they're not really that important. They're just little bits of land that need something to be placed there other than just a house. And it's where you can truly be creative, adding just random items here and there that, like I just said, don't really matter that much. Right, if we go to objects, decor... Well, they do matter in a sense of, you know, aesthetically they do matter. It takes up space that would otherwise look quite dull. Anyway, let's go to our, I think it's furniture, the straw bed. If we just have that hanging out, I want to make sure the pillow hangs out, or the little bit hangs out. Oh, wow, okay. They could actually sleep on that. That's really good. I didn't think they could do that. Let's get rid of the full timber. We'll put that somewhere else. I do feel like automatically putting some full timber down. Well, not automatically, all of a sudden putting some full timber down. So if we go to the objects, storage, let's see, wood. Yeah, if we put a timbered pile right there, followed by probably a bunch of logs. Actually, I kind of like the idea of having it right here instead. probably just slightly off to the side. Maybe not. Maybe at the back. There we go. I think that's a nice, slightly nicer area for it. Tool chest. We can have one right here. There we go. Hopefully it's not the wrong way around. We're going to actually upgrade that a little bit because I feel like there could be a little bit more wood. Actually, you know what? No. I keep saying actually again. I'm realizing that. It's one of my favorite words for some reason. Right, a dirt path. I don't want it to cover the entire area. I just sort of want it to snoop off a bit. If we can keep the game running, just so everyone can do stuff in the background. If we go to construction, terrain, no, not grass, dirt. There we go. Hopefully the grass doesn't actually take over the dirt. That would be kind of annoying if that were to be the case. Alright, there's the chest. The wrong way around. For some reason, it's always the wrong way. Why do I keep doing that? No matter how hard I try, it always ends up being the one... It's a 50-50 chance. Come on now. Alright. Well, I mean, it should be a 50-50 chance on my guessing whether it's the right way or not. There's probably a rhyme or reason to it. If we go back to storage, tools. Okay, so we take the tool chest. I put it down immediately, which means it's always going to be facing the wrong way. Is that the case? Or did I spin it around? I just can't remember. Who makes these? Farmers. Okay, we need to get a farmer over here to do that. I think we do have some wheat lying around, so we should be okay. I'm trying to select the farmer, not the fence. The fence has probably got a very large hitbox. So if we just move you so you can put all your stuff into storage. Well, you should. Or not, okay. Well, that's fine, because you know what? You're going to move over here now. It's the wrong way again. What the hell? Okay. Remove it again. Hopefully I'm not running out of materials doing this. I think it's the wrong way. It looks like it. Okay. We won't turn it this time. Meanwhile, we shall go back to our food barrels. And we'll put a food barrel right there. Followed by, I think, a fish rack just chilling out. There we go. I think that's a nice place for it. Cuts this bit off as well, so it could just be nothing there. Other than probably a tree. Yeah, I think a tree could definitely work out right there. I don't like the bigger trees because they sort of cut through the roofs right here, as you could probably see. Well, as you should be able to see. It's just a little bit of an eyesore. If we go back to... Well, not go back. Let's go to our trees. No, not chop down the trees. I think it's in decor. There we go. We got a nice tree right there. Game paused for some reason. Did I pause it? I just forgot. Probably. If we zoom down right here, just see if there are any enemies nearby. Doesn't look like it. The trees over there are still being cut down. I think, yep, they are. There's a mature tree right there we can actually deal with. There we go. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's see. We got the two places right here. The farmer still needs to actually get to work. The farmer still needs to get to work. I don't need to say actually there. Well, I'm going to try and condition myself to not just say actually every 5 seconds. Right, I'm convinced there is no right way to this. No, this is it. This is the correct way, because they're the little latches. You take them off, and then you pull it back. Okay, that makes sense. This is the correct direction. Maybe I got it right the first time or something like that. I don't know. I can barely tell. Do you want a wood chair? We could probably get a... Like, if we get a fireplace right... Okay, that's not a fireplace. Let's go to our lighting, which is... There we go. We'll get a campfire. If we put a campfire probably right here, because it's not in the way of anything, and it means we could put a market stall around here. Or a wagon, which might work out. There's our farmer. Now we can get some chairs. I mean, they're not going to be as sort of low value as deck chairs. They're going to still be quite good for a chair. We still get a lot of doors done for these houses. I just realized that. It's a really cool view, actually. Look at that. Pretty cool. Right, back to our furniture. Yes, wood chair. So we get a wood chair right there, and maybe another one just sort of chilling out right there. Pretty cool to see. Anything else that we could put outside? I don't think so. Not in furniture, anyway. We'll get some chairs placed down, though. Maybe slightly out of place. When the campfire actually goes in, though, it might work out a little bit more. We'll put another wooden chair over here as well, just to make it seem like it's more of a normal thing. There we go. That seems a bit out of place because it's not facing the fire. Bit too close to the fire now. We need to have another one. There we go. That should work out. It's just because they're very bold. They're the old style of chair, so they don't really fit the aesthetic that much. Okay, so we got all that. This area right here is pretty nice looking, although we still need to get a fisherman down here. I think we do have a fisherman lying around. Yeah, we do. Where are you, Spectre? Fishing! Apparently, like the worst possible location. There is no... I don't understand. Why are you fishing there? The worst place you could fish. Surely you can get in here. Can I stop you from fishing? That would be great. Doesn't look like it. It's pretty much in your bones. Right. Apparently too far away for you to jump to. That shouldn't be the case. Should be able to get here. There we go. It's got to be close enough. All the way over to the fishing, well, the market area would be much nicer. There we go. So you should be able to get the fish rack done. Meanwhile, we still need to get a wood chopper to get this fireplace done. We have plenty of wood choppers, so we should be okay. Alright, more market stalls. Or the wagon. Is the wagon a good idea? Yes, I think the wagon is definitely a good idea. We have it facing in this direction. Or maybe back a little bit more. Just cover this bit with crates. I just want to cover up this bit. Make it seem quite messy. So if we do that, we got the full timber, followed by the mix of timbered bricks and normal full timber. Trimless full timber even. So how long will this be? If we go back to the full timber, because that's what we should be starting off with. We go along by 8 on the upper floor, spread it by 2. Okay. And like I just mentioned, which direction should it be going in? It should really have the back end of it facing sort of this way. Although unloading it will be a bit of a pain. I guess the back end should be pointing over here. So if we go 8 right here. Only instead we get rid of this bit. And this bit. Followed by this bit right here. Probably should have done it like this. It'd be a lot easier. No, wait. That's not right at all. There we go. Right, now we get rid of this bit. Get rid of all that at the bottom anyway. Okay, now we go for the full timber, which I believe goes up by 2 from this point. If we just double check. I think that's full timber. Yep, that is full timber. Goes across from the top as well, like a nice little arch. So if we do this, get rid of the bit in the middle, followed by those 2. Very nice to see. Do the same thing here. Get rid of the bottom pieces. And I'm pretty sure that's how it's going for the time. For the time, apparently. These 2 poke up by themselves, connect each other with fences. The ends right here have timbered brick, just because it looks like it would be something that latches on to something else. So that's what I'm going to go for. This goes out by 3. Is that how far it's meant to go out by? It is. Okay, so I actually made this a little bit longer than I should have. So if we go for let's just double check what this was. Timbered brick, trimless. Grab that. There we go. Now, we also use the trimless timbered brick on the bottom layer right here. I just realized this is not right, okay. Because it doesn't go across by 3. I did screw this up a little bit, haven't I? Okay. As always, screwing things up. We can fix this, I suppose. We could just get rid of it at this end right here. Or poke it out by 1 more on this side, which I would definitely prefer, to be honest with you. So we're going to do that. So we will continue by just getting rid of this bit, I suppose. Fuck's sakes. Okay. Right. As you can probably tell, I'm a little bit pissed off when I make these little mistakes here and there. They really shouldn't. I've been playing this game for long enough. I shouldn't be making these mistakes. But apparently, I'm just not exactly with it right now. If we cut this bit off right here. Right, there we go. Now if we continue to go out using the full timber from here. There we are. Now we can actually get this bit done by placing the trimless. Okay, right there. So now it goes out by 3. We've got more full timber coming out here, as we should have. Just using the right block. And then in the end, we should have the trimmed full timber. And that is it, I believe. Looks like it. Followed by the floor texture and obviously the rest of it in this sort of little wagon part so they can actually carry stuff. It would be great. So the timbered brick, this little section, This little section. And that should be it. Yep. Well, I keep saying that should be it, but we've actually still got lots of bits and bobs here to do. So the roof texture is the next little bit. There's a fire right there now, which is great to see, although I think I would like to not refuel that campfire. Quite nice, though, as you can see. It looks like Abel right here is being scorched right now. Just lightly tanned by this fire, even though they wouldn't be tanned by the fire, but burnt. Okay, they're very hot. Very, very uncomfortably hot. Roofing, ceramic. Alright, let's do the really weird wheels. And we need to get the fences done here as well. That's why it's free across. So if we go to the utility fences, I like that the little snapping noises right there. The end right here, or at least the bit at the back, is scaffolding, which is a good idea. Good job, past me. So it looks like it unloads and goes back up like a little door. And the rest of this is just full timber, trimless. There we go. Lovely. Looks good. Now, at the back of it, do we want the same stuff, like a chest with the ingots? I don't think so. We've got some wood over here, which means we could just put, like, 2 log piles in the back of this and just fill it up to the brim. This looks a bit different. Oh, right, it's because there's nothing in it, I suppose, yeah. So if we get the full timber, not full timber, if we go to objects, storage, and let's see. Right, the fisherman... Can you, like, go over here and actually put this in? Because that would be fantastic. Look at this area. It's so busy. Right, storage, wood. Oh, we can't fit a wood pile in there. Okay, that's a little bit of a shame. Not enough space. I don't want to put just a full timber in there. It wouldn't make sense to me. Wheat. We could do with some wheat hanging around here now that I think about it. Oh, we've already got some. I just saw it there. There we go. What could go in the back of this then? I feel like the same stuff now. We could get some food. Well, we can get a food barrel. Put one right there, followed by just a food crate. Like a barrel with 2 food crates. And possibly... maybe just lots more food crates now that I think about it. So we put the barrel in. We've got more food crates. Put those 2 in. And then maybe another barrel at the end. So it's just a food wagon. Just carrying lots of different foods. We'll put another barrel in the end as well. And on the back of that, we can have a few barrels scattered around, followed by some food crates. And then maybe just normal sort of resource crates. There we go. Quite random. And then next to it, we can have a little market stall. Probably similar to this one, with some more food on it. This one's selling ingots. So if we follow this design, we've got the full timber, 3 blocks up on... okay, not either side. It splits by 2. Okay, there we go. So if we get that done... I didn't actually see how far away they were as well. Never as observant as I probably could be. Alright, 3 across. We could probably go out by another block right here. Right, there we go. I think that's a little bit better. And then back by, I think... was it 2? Yep, back by 2 blocks. Now we can get the rest of this done. We'll get the trimless wood, because I think that's what we're using right here. What about the other sides? Yep, that's definitely what we're using. We'll cover this side up. I guess we'll cover this up as well. We'll leave this open at the back. And then we will get our rubber shot. Look at this. This is great. Definitely looks like they're unloading food here, which is good to see. At the back of here, we could probably get a tree or something. Or a bench. We could probably still use a few benches here and there. Right. Just realized we've got some fencing over here, or some scaffolding that we can get rid of. Kind of like the scaffolding at the back now that I think about it. It looks busy, which is definitely what I would like to see. We need to get rid of this grass. This is sort of a bit all over the place right here. What does it look like? What do you think when you see that? I mean, I'm sort of thinking to myself, it's an overgrown market stall that no one wants to buy. I don't know. We'll leave it for now. Well, we don't need to leave it. What we could do is just sort of mine the ground. If we go to the mine tool, I just want to get rid of all the grass in the actual stall. The ones around it, I don't really mind so much. Then we go back to our construction. Mossy, we should find somewhere around here. There we go. The mossy. The mossy. Little bit at the back as well. Right, so we'll just put some grass in there. Or dirt. I don't see why not. Just put some dirt in there. If I can find it. There we go. No, not sand. Dirt. This land does not have any sand. Oh, the fire stopped. The goblin archers are nearby. Okay. Well, we've already killed one of them by the looks of things. Carl White took a massive shot. Come on, Carl. Shoot that goblin. Oh, you missed. You hit that one. Well, there you go. It looks like no damage right there on Usk, but he is slightly on fire. Oh, it's gone now. Well, that's good to see. So the goblins, maybe new ones spawned. Or maybe the rest of them just... Oh, there's some wolves over there we can go and kill. Let's go kill some wolves. Look how busy it is over there. So many people. Right, let's get Farkas. He should be able to deal with all of these wolves by themselves. There's a spider over there. It looked really big. I was, for some reason, a little bit scared there. Unnecessarily so. Did we get that fish rack? We did. Okay, which means we want to find our fishermen and make them a carpenter. Just because, a little bit worried. I don't want them to be fishing in the middle of nowhere again. Right, so where's that spider? We did just see it. There we go. Right, now we'll go over to the wolves before they start killing Fiery's dead body. Is that Fiery, or is the other one over here Fiery? Look, there's a lot of dead bodies around here, and I feel like we're not getting any new people because the bodies are still there. But I can't rummage them. Maybe I've got a mine on them. There's probably some way of doing it. I recall having the ability to get rid of them in the past. You know, of all the dead people I've had to deal with in this game. There's another wolf over here who is split from the pack. He didn't care. He's the lone wolf, he is. Unfortunately, it's going to play to his demise. Didn't really make a difference because the other ones got killed anyway. Even though they acted as a group, Farkas is just too much of a badass. There we are. Back to base, Farkas. Thank you very much. There are two of them over there as well, which you know what, Farkas, you can go and deal with. I don't think you'll have any problems whatsoever. There we are. Meanwhile, we will focus a little bit over here once again. This is looking pretty good. However, it looks like Ethan right there has got themselves in a little bit of a spot of bother. See if we get the scaffolding just to help them down. Should be fairly cheap. Right, now we need to get some more food. Where am I going right here? Objects. Food. Storage. There we go. We could probably get storage created too here and there. There we go. We'll put like one right there, one right here. We could put one right there and then another one on top of it. Just to get rid of this little spot right here so they don't go around there. Looks like they've escaped now. So we'll put food on all of those. Because I mean, it looks like it's just been replenished. Like a shipment's just come in, it's unloading. They've already put the food up for sale, that kind of thing. Now, Farkas, are you nearby? It looks like you are. The wolves have aggroed towards your greatness. Right, let's go and defeat the enemies. Right, there we are. Look at that decision making from the AI right there. Fantastic stuff. Okay. That's that. Over here, we've got this goblin who's chilling out and looks like a few more wolves, which is a little bit annoying, actually. How many of them spawned? It's kind of a silly amount. We killed 2 of them over here, I believe, or 3. No, we killed 3 of them over there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 of them spawned. Not that. Okay, it's actually a normal amount. For how far we're in right now, day 251. Wow. Okay. A little bit further in than I was actually anticipating there. I said actually again. Than I was anticipating there. I'm just going to repeat myself. Why not? Look at this. It's so busy. It's great. It's a lot more busy over here than it is over here right now anyway. Just sort of trying to cram everything in. It's great. We do need to get a tree over here though. So we're going to do that. It gives this sort of slightly overgrown, uncatered to effect when you're sort of putting the trees in here and there.